My name is Silvanna. My aunt's name is Jasmine. She went on a trip and she told me about her experience in Egypt and Dubai. Egypt is more ancient than Dubai. She tells me that in Dubai everything is more expensive. Egypt is more tourist and bigger. Ancient Egypt is more interesting than Dubai. She tells me when she saw the pyramids and heard the history, she fell in love with his country and the culture because they always had something new and interesting to tell her. She told us that Dubai is more populated than Egypt. She also said that the gastronomy of both countries is very good, but in Egypt she um, tastes more variety of tropical dishes. So she spent more time in Egypt than in Dubai. In Egypt she spent 2 months and Dubai on 1 month. Egypt has the oldest pyramids around the earth, but Dubai has the tallest building in the world. Dubai, the first human population established in Dubai dates back to around 3000 BC.
Brazil is bigger than ancient Roma. Brazil is harder than ancient Roma. Also, Brazil has much more biodiversity of animals, plants, rivers, lakes, and trees than ancient Roma. The vegetation in Brazil is very diverse, particularly in the Amazon. Hundreds of plant species, including begonias, laurels, among others, abound in this region. Palms, turnip, and fruit trees also grow in this area. The vegetation in the river's valley is also very extensive. In the more arid areas, cacti and other plants common to these territories can be found. The basic currency in Brazil is the real. As in Rome, it was the denaro argento. The Federal Republic of Brazil is the largest country in South America. The area known today as Brazil was inhabited by similar tribes who subsist on hunting. The 8th century there were some rebels against the colonial power that were harshly repressed.
Scotland is part of the United Kingdom, which is made up of England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. England is the largest and Wales is the smallest one. Scotland is colder than Italy, so you should always wear a coat. Scotland is smaller than Italy, so Italy has more population. The capital of Scotland is Edinburgh, but the most famous and biggest is Glasgow. This is the third most important city in the United Kingdom. The capital of Italy is Rome, candle of philosophers. Rome is older than Edinburgh. Italy has the Roman Colosseum and the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which are the most famous, and the National Wallace Monument and the Friedrich Monument in Scotland. Italy has the most delicious pasta dishes, but Scotland has the best whiskey. The history of Scotland began when the Romans occupied what is now England and Wales and administered in the Roman province of Britannia. The Celts were in the sharing of the Scottish crown. The first Scottish king was Kenneth MacAlpin, who began in 840, and the last was Alexander, who ended the reign in 1249. Rome reached 3.5 million square kilometers and some 70 million citizens. Rome was one of the most important cities in history. It has been called the Eternal City.